What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are answering the age-old question: should you buy an eBay alarm for less than 50 quid? Might not be the best idea, it might not be the best, but what we want it to do is central locking mainly, so this is the alarm we bought. So, inside the box you got the two ultrasonic sensors. We went for this option rather than the proximity. You've got the brain with two remotes, a siren that's fallen to pieces in the box, Hawk,
can't see it,
why?
Move it down,
The loom,
and some stickers.
some Hawk stickers that we're not going to use. The immobiliser relay.
Down a bit. Right. Oh, it's you!
And the LED light. Guarantee. And the manuals.
2 hours later.
Jake's not convinced about the alarm. In Mona, or the Subaru, there's a shitty Clifford alarm that
alarm works great.
has all the features that he don't know how to work, like remote start, that never actually started the car.
But it does work.
Proximity sensors that don't work.
They did work, but I turned them off.
Yeah, because they don't work.
They work fine. Let's test it.
Don't work, does it?
They work fine.
Just admit it.
I turned them
Just
off.
admit it.
No, I turned them off.
Yeah, turn
and
it
now
off
I
because
don't
they
know how
don't
to
work.
turn them back on.
They just don't work.
No, they worked fine. You know they did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah?
Just admit it.
I'm not going to admit it when I know they work.
They don't.
They do. I'll lock the car now and demonstrate that that car works fine.
Anyway, that's what we're doing today, fitting this alarm. So what we need to start with is the central locking module, which is under the driver's side speaker. So if you're over here in the UK, where the steering wheel's on the right hand side, where it's meant to be, then it's under the speaker. So you take the speaker out and it's there. So for some reason our trim's already missing. That's because the carpet's been out recently, so I'm going to assume you've got to this place already. As you can see down here, there's two screws, two Phillips.
Any luck?
No.
Well, that's not very optimistic, is it? Enthusiastic, shall I say?
Well,
Looks very complicated.
As we all know, hindsight is a wonderful thing, and in this instance, now I know what I was doing wrong. Basically, the pin 12 and 15 wires from the alarm have to go to ground, which is the brown wire, either on the central locking module itself or elsewhere in the car, and then the unlock wire is pin 14, which is white and black, goes to green and blue on the central locking module, and then the lock signal is pin 11, which is white on the alarm, which goes to yellow and blue on the central locking. Quite simple, now I know anyway. On the day, it's just one of those things where you look at it, you look at it, and you look at it, and you keep coming up with the wrong solution. You walk away, have a coffee, and come back, and it works, which was exactly what happened on the day. How strange.
A great success!
anyway, this was a test fit. This wasn't meant to take 2 hours to get to this point. However, it is what it is. So now I'm going to make it look tidy. We only wanted central locking anyway.
Yeah, which you didn't tell me until I bought it, that I wasted 30 quid because you only wanted central locking, so...
Yeah, you could have bought just the central locking kit for 20 quid. However, apparently this has military grade encryption, so no one can steal your codes.
Yeah, I don't quite believe it.
I very much doubt it as well. But yeah,
What else?
not for now. Stay tuned while I titify it.
Titify it. You know what we need to see about it as
So
well?
for us it's worth mentioning that we had this old alarm in there. We didn't actually know it came with this alarm, if it can be called that, as we didn't have a fob. So what started happening was the indicators used to come on randomly and carry on until we discovered this behind the glove box. So installing this new alarm was actually easier, as a lot of the cables were already there. It's mainly just the central locking we had to find. As we already had the alarm installed, most of the cables we actually required were behind the glove box already. So at this point, I'm just going through with the multimeter to figure out what cables did what, mainly finding the switched ignition, the 12 volts, and then I was trying to find the hazards, which turned out to be those yellows. So I'm trying to chase this cable. Looks like a, as in pre-made cable, red and black. By the looks of it, looks like the same type, and it goes to this siren. Well, unfortunately, these two. So what I expect, when this original alarm started playing up, they snipped the wires for a bit of respite. So, I've mounted the new siren where the old one was. These wires still have 12 volts, so I just need to connect these up. White is positive, black is negative. Make sure you point it down, you don't want a rain catcher. This is the old one. Not the best soldering technique, but it'll do. Also, heat wrapped it. Just need to connect the ground. So I've used this tape, it's like fabric, it looks more like the original loom cable. So looking at it, kind of just blends in, but it still comes off easy enough. It looks a bit better. The only ones left to do are the hazards, which were already wired, hence why the old one used to flash, which is yellow, and then the black one is actually the siren which goes to the engine bay. As I was test fitting, I used these spades. They're not very good for long term, hence why the rest of the connection I've soldered, but for these, just while I test, I used the spades. One thing I've discovered about the alarm, the only issue really so far is this LED light. The cables come out the crimp, so no blinky light, but it's not a huge deal. I just need to buy a new connector. So I'm pretty much done now. The alarm is working, finally. I've left the siren disconnected for now, just to see if it's any gremlins pop up before I plug it in and wake the neighbours in the middle of the night.
and then the immobiliser I will probably wire up when I do the tracker next week. All in all, I do quite like this alarm so far. I can't say if it's going to be reliable or not. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. That's it.